Voxen VX2. Meet the Voxen VX2, one of the most advanced 3D volumetric displays available today. Priced around $6,800, it can show floating objects up to 256 millimeters wide using voxels, three-dimensional pixels. The VX2 offers an 8 million voxel resolution and refreshes at 30 volumes per second, so rotating parts, characters, or models appear as solid miniatures you can view from any side. It's aimed at companies rather than casual users for now, but it already runs on Windows, has a Unity plugin, and supports formats like STL. In the future, systems like the Voxen VX2 could boost gaming, design work, presentations, and virtual meetings at home and in the office. Astrobot S1. Next, meet Astrobot S1, a Chinese AI-powered assistant built to help with real household tasks. It doesn't have legs, but its two arms each have 7 degrees of freedom, letting it move almost like a human. Instead of fragile fingers, it uses claw-style grippers that are tougher and more practical, lifting around 10 kilograms per arm. In demos, S1 irons clothes, chops food, and even performs tricks with joints that can move at up to 10 meters per second. Those videos aren't sped up, that's its real operating speed. Ultratech Rapid Rise Bund. This system is built to stop leaks from barrels, tanks, and other containers before they reach the ground. It looks like a shallow inflatable pool and is common on oil and chemical sites. If a leak occurs, the PVC ring around the edge simply rises with the liquid, forming an instant containment wall. Its construction is tough enough for vehicles to drive or park on top without damage. There are many sizes, including a 179-gallon model that weighs only about 31 pounds. Made mostly from PVC, these bunds are easy to maintain, quick to assemble, and built for long-term use. Linear Chuo Shinkansen. You've heard of the Shinkansen, Japan's high-speed bullet trains that already hit around 320 kilometers per hour. The next step is the Linear Chuo Shinkansen, a maglev line where trains float above the track using powerful magnets. On this route, they're planned to reach about 500 kilometers per hour, faster than many race cars. The result will be dramatically shorter travel times between major cities, with passengers gliding on magnetic cushions instead of steel rails. Astro Haven. In 1995, 75-year-old Grover Brotherston founded Astro Haven to make observatories simpler and cheaper. After trying classic rotating domes, he came up with a static clamshell design that opens in 2 halves and gives a full view of the sky. The idea was an instant success. The product line grew to include models up to 6 meters tall, and soon not only amateur astronomers, but also defense companies became customers. Today, Astro Haven domes keep evolving with aerospace-inspired solutions, but the core philosophy is the same. Let astronomers and scientists focus on their work, not on maintaining the building that protects their telescope. MC1. Imagine taking off like a drone while sitting in the cockpit. That's MC1, an electric octocopter built for a single pilot. The aircraft weighs about 160 kilograms and has already completed its first manned flights. Yes, the price rivals a sports car like a Porsche 911 Carrera GTS, but it offers something completely different: personal flight. Controls are kept deliberately simple so beginners can learn the basics in around 10 minutes, while an automatic stabilization system constantly corrects for wind and small errors. MC1 can reach about 80 kilometers per hour and stay in the air for roughly 15 minutes on one electric charge. Tesla Cybercab and Robovan. Elon Musk is once again teasing the future of autonomous transport. On the We Robot stage, Tesla showed two new concepts, the Cybercab and the Robovan. The Cybercab is a sleek two-door car with no pedals or steering wheel, just a big cabin screen and dramatic butterfly doors, leaving all the driving to Ace High Shees. Musk claims it will cost under $30,000 and could hit the market around 2027. The Robovan is more like a compact self-driving bus, seating up to 20 passengers. It can be configured as a shuttle, mobile cafe, workshop, or anything else a business needs. For now, though, it's still a showpiece mock-up with no price or firm release date. Direct Drive Diablo. Here's a gadget for anyone still a kid at heart. The Direct Drive Diablo is a small robot you control with a joystick, costing about $2,900. For a bit more money, you could buy a tiny electric car, but that car won't moonwalk, jump, or spin like this machine. After the fun, it can switch to work mode, hauling up to 80 kilograms of cargo. A single charge keeps it running for about 3 to 4 hours, making it both a toy and a very capable little helper. Hendo Hoverboards. Now for something straight out of sci-fi. Hendo claims to have created one of the first truly rideable hoverboards, impressive enough to attract skate legend Tony Hawk. The board floats a few centimeters above special copper or aluminium surfaces, gliding like a train on a magnetic cushion. It's not ready for everyday streets yet, but the technology is already working in controlled parks and test tracks. To fund development, the company offers the White Box, a small platform that hovers above metal and can carry up to 20 kilograms, giving early buyers a taste of levitation tech. M-Vision. Korean engineers have their own vision of future mobility. At CES 2023, Hyundai Mobis presented two concept shuttles, M-Vision 2 and M-Vision HI. They skipped detailed specs and focused on how people might use them. M-Vision 2 is an autonomous shuttle with big glass panels that double as screens, displaying stops, directions, and other info. It's fitted with radars, lidars, cameras, an electric motor, and wheels that can rotate 90 degrees for sideways parking. M-Vision HI is the premium version, turning the cabin into a rolling lounge with larger seats and windows that become displays, so passengers can watch movies or shop online during the ride. It all looks impressive, even if still a bit fragile for real-world city streets. Velella Project. Worldwide demand for fish is rising fast. In 2022, the average person ate about 20.5 kilograms of fish, more than twice as much as 60 years ago. To keep up, producers are turning to new ideas like the Velella Project from Hawaii. This concept raises fish in large aquapod spheres up to 28 meters in diameter, made of reinforced plastic and steel wire. The pods protect young fish from predators and help limit disease. Cobia, a fast-growing omega-3 rich species, thrives in these offshore farms, with tens of thousands of fish already raised successfully. Projects like Velella show one way aquaculture might expand without putting even more pressure on wild stocks. Greenworks 80 volts. Next is another cordless powerhouse, the Greenworks 80 volt chainsaw. With a universal chain and a high-torque brushless motor, it delivers performance close to a mid-size gas chainsaw, making it ideal for firewood, tree trimming, and bigger DIY jobs. It runs much quieter and with less vibration, so longer sessions are easier on your hands and ears. An electronic control system automatically adjusts the motor speed depending on the load, balancing cutting power and battery life without you having to think about it. Multiloader 3.0 BL. The Multiloader 3.0 BL is a tracked carrier made for moving heavy loads where big machines can't go and wheeled vehicles struggle. It can transport up to 3 tons of cargo and, while its top speed is only about 4.2 kilometers per hour, it makes up for it with precision and stability. The carrier can be controlled remotely, and its automatic leveling system keeps the load horizontal on slopes up to 20 degrees. With compact dimensions of roughly 2.4 by 1.6 meters, it's ideal for forests, construction sites, or tight warehouse aisles. Powered by 25.3 kilowatt electric motors, it's also quiet and eco-friendly. Solskin. The Global Innovation Index tracks the world's most inventive economies, and Switzerland has held the top spot for years. One example of why is Solskin, an adaptive solar facade for buildings. It uses solar panels not only to generate electricity, but also to shade windows and prevent rooms from overheating. In some cases, it can cut the load on air conditioners by up to 80%. Smart algorithms learn how each building behaves and even factor in weather forecasts, constantly adjusting panels to balance light, shade, and energy production. Quibi Fingers. Sci-Bi Fingers is a clever prosthesis designed especially for children, even as young as 2 years old. It's very light. Some models weigh only about 200 grams, similar to 3 ice cream cones, and uses no complex electronics, so it works reliably even in heavy rain. The touchscreen-friendly fingers let kids use smartphones and tablets with ease. Because the mechanism is body-powered, it also helps strengthen forearm and hand muscles. There's even an interchangeable module for jump rope exercises to turn rehab into playtime. Each prosthesis is custom-made for both anatomy and style. You can choose colors for each part and decorate Quibi to match the child's personality. Cassie. Cassie doesn't look human, but it runs like a pro athlete. In 2022, this two-legged robot set a Guinness World Record by sprinting 100 meters in just 24.73 seconds. Its designers modeled the legs after ostriches to handle balance, speed, and impact. They say the hardest part wasn't the running itself, but figuring out how to start and stop the sprint smoothly, just like an airplane's takeoff and landing. Cassie's agile design could one day be used for rescue missions, patrols, or delivery services. An estimate suggests a delivery version might cost up to $100,000. GeoBrug Rockfall Protection. Now we move from gardens to mountains. This advanced protection system is designed to catch rockfalls, landslides, and debris flows before they reach roads or buildings. You can find it installed on tall posts in Switzerland and running for kilometers along vulnerable slopes in Norway. The barriers use high-tensile steel nets capable of absorbing enormous impact energies from falling boulders. Similar technologies are also adapted for underwater work, helping reduce coastal erosion and protect key infrastructure from waves and shifting ground. Tasca. Meet Tasca, the world's first waterproof multi-jointed myoelectric prosthetic hand. With an IP67 rating, it can be submerged in water up to 1 meter deep and is fully dustproof, so users can wash dishes, water the garden, or walk in the rain without worry. Tasca's flexible design supports everyday tasks, from gardening and dog walking to dressing, driving, and even riding a motorcycle. It offers 23 built-in grip patterns and allows users to rest their knuckles on surfaces comfortably. A standard battery powers it for a full day, and with proper care, it's built to last around 5 years. Most of the development work happens in New Zealand, but Tasca hands are now used around the world. Batfan 2. From cutting trees to fighting fires, this is Batfan 2, a compact battery-powered firefighting fan. It's lightweight, easy for one person to carry, and folds down so that 2 units fit in the space of one standard fan. Fire crews use it to blow fresh air into smoke-filled spaces or to extract hot gases from buildings. Depending on the model, it can also act as a foam generator or a misting unit. On a single charge, Batfan 2 runs for about 20 to 45 minutes, and when the job is done, it fits neatly into a car trunk or truck compartment. DHR Engineering. We finish in a factory where robots help build parts for more robots. DHR Engineering, A leader in automation, works with big names like BMW and SKF. They wanted to automate 3D printing, which was slow and high maintenance, until they discovered the Bamboo Lab X1 carbon printer. It impressed them so much they made it the core of a new cell. On screen, you see two X1 carbon printers, integrated with the robotic system designed by DHR. This setup is around 5 times cheaper to maintain, prints larger parts using more than 100 kilograms of material, and runs roughly 3 times faster than traditional standalone printers. A big step toward fully automated industrial-scale 3D printing. Poulan Pro 40V. Back on the ground, the Poulan Pro 40V cordless chainsaw delivers serious cutting power without gas. Its 40-volt lithium-ion battery feeds a brushless motor and a 14-inch bar, making it ideal for pruning branches, cutting small trees, and clearing storm debris. Compared to a fuel saw, it runs much quieter, with less vibration and no exhaust fumes. There's no pull cord or fuel mixing. Just slot in the battery, press the trigger, and you're ready to work. Use Safe. Our first invention looks like a lifebuoy, but works like a rescue robot. On a beach in Portugal, Use Safe races across the water instead of just floating, reaching speeds of up to 15 kilometers per hour. It can be dropped from a helicopter or thrown from a boat and steered by remote control straight to a person in trouble. All they have to do is grab the side handles while Use Safe tows them back to shore or a rescue vessel. It's built for harsh saltwater conditions and can cover several kilometers on a single charge. Lazzarini Hypersport Jet Capsule. Finally, we end on the water with something truly eye-catching. The jet capsule reimagines the classic water taxi as a sleek, futuristic pod. In its standard version, it can reach about 64 kilometers per hour and travel roughly 204 kilometers. The Hypersport version goes even further, packing a 640 horsepower engine that pushes the speed to around 72 kilometers per hour. Inside, there's room for up to 11 people including the pilot, plus a bathroom, dining area, and a bed that folds out when needed. It's part speedboat, part private jet, and a perfect finale to this lineup of inventions that feel like they came straight from the future. O'Neill. For motocross and mountain bike riders, O'Neill is a familiar name, and now their gear is getting smarter. Working with quintessential design, they created a helmet with an integrated Quinn sensor linked to the rider's smartphone. The sensor monitors impacts and motion, and if it detects a dangerous crash, it can automatically send an alert or trigger an emergency call. Thanks to modern design tools like Autodesk Fusion, the team compressed a development cycle that usually takes years into just 6 months, turning a traditional helmet into a connected safety system. If this lineup of inventions made you dream a little bigger or geek out a lot harder, don't forget to hit like, drop a comment telling us which tech you'd love to test drive, wear, or bring to your workplace, and subscribe so you're always front row for the next wave of innovation. The future is already warming up. You definitely don't want to watch it from the sidelines.